This is the wildflower patch that I planted last year, sort of just on a whim. I planted it just where a compost had been, and I had depleted that compost pile. And I just put the seeds down, covered them just a little bit, and watered them in. And they were beautiful last year, but this year they have been simply spectacular. Let me show you. There are all sorts of things tucked through. This is just one of those Ferry morse mixes of both annuals and perennials. These coreopsis are just unbelievable. It's like this massive burst of color in this area. Let me tell you how big this space is. I would say it's about 8 feet across, well, 8 feet all around. And there's all sorts of stuff coming up in here. I see cosmos coming up. Here's some cosmos that'll be blooming. They were great last year. The coreopsis will definitely bloom and then kind of crash. Here is some cornflower that's coming up and just getting ready to bloom. There have been some diathis in here. Here we go. Those were really pretty. The coreopsis has just come up and sort of overtaken everything. So this is my little just burst of color up by my fence. It's actually covering up some soil, some sod that I had dug and turned over when I was digging, when I was planting some blueberries last year, and I'm just letting it compost down underneath there. But the blue tarp wasn't too attractive, but boy, these flowers sure are. I try to plant a lot of flowers around my gardens, and I just think it makes the world of difference. It makes you want to spend time around your garden on those hot summer days. It brings beauty and certainly a massive wow factor when people come to visit and when you spend time in your own garden. To me, gardening is just a tremendous reliever of stress and anxiety. Sure, I could worry a lot about what I'm growing and what bugs might come and get it, but I'd rather go on a problem solution format, and then I feel like I'm actually taking action that might help reduce stress. It's more like a quest. It's never perfect, but it can often be beautiful, and it's always rewarding. I was certainly not a gardener all my life. I really have come to this much later in my life, in my retirement really, in the last couple of years. I started like a lot of people did during the pandemic when we relocated to our Virginia property. This is a property I grew up on, and then when my father passed away, we are now the caretakers of this property. So you don't have to, I just started. I didn't try to be perfect. The pandemic was a crisis for sure, but I think it brought a lot of people to gardening, including me, and I'm so glad it did. So don't try to be perfect, plant something beautiful, spend time amid that beauty. Enjoy getting to know the little bugs and creatures that will inhabit your garden along with you. Some are beneficial, some are a pain. I've been spending my afternoon looking for squash bugs. Oh, here's somebody I'm happy to see. Look. There's a garden spider. Can you see it? Right in there. And garden spiders are nothing to worry about. Garden spiders are your friend. I was reading that garden spiders can actually eat several times their weight a day in bugs. And to me, that's what you call a beneficial insect. So I'm always really happy to see them in my garden. I hope you'll plant something beautiful, enjoy flowers, and enjoy being outdoors. Happy gardening.